Yes, it hurts sometimes when you feel alone. It hurts sometimes when you're in that dark place and you feel no one cares about you. The first thing you got to realize is that you got to love yourself. It's about self-love.
What is up, gang? What is up, squad? It's your girl, Unapologetic Shanti, and I'm back with another video. Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, you guys, I want to talk about healing your wounds. I want to talk about healing your wounds because we're going into a new year, and in order to truly embark on a new journey, you cannot allow past hurt and past affliction to weigh you down from the calling that God has for your life. Because one thing I know from experience is when you're trying to move on and you still have those past memories and you haven't resolved them or found closure from them, there's no way you can move on. They will always hold you back, and you will think that you're moving forward 2 steps forward only to get pushed 3 steps back. Most of us who are watching this video right now went through hell and back in 2020. In 2021, we're still either going through it or we still have that pain of our trial that we had in last year. And it carried on into this year because we never found the closure that we needed, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a family member that turned their back on you, whether it was a death in the family, whether it was a job that let you go, whether it was a bad grade that you made in that semester, whatever the case may be. You have to find closure for yourself. Not saying in that relationship that you need to call up that person and say, hey, I didn't find closure from this, so we need to find closure from this. Why did you break up with me? Why did you do this? Why? Whatever. No. You don't need to do that. The only closure that you need is God's closure. Because some things, God is going to send you through some trials and tribulations that you won't get closure from. That person will not give you closure, or that person can't give you closure. Because they're going through pain themselves. See, a lot of times we fault people for doing what they do. Whether it's a person that you go to work with and you speak to them, but they don't speak to you, or they give you one of them dry haze or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you were rejected by someone that you liked, or maybe you were rejected by a job opportunity, or rejected by a school you wanted to get into. Whatever the case may be, you have to come up off of that rejection, because you are not living to be accepted by any human being. You are only to be accepted, or trying to be accepted, by God himself, because he's the only one who can exalt you at the end of the day. He's the only one who can heal your wounds that you feel like can't be mended. He's the only one to help you through whatever you're going through right now. So stop looking for acceptance in other people, because they cannot help you through what you're going through. Those stripes that you got last year on your back, those whips that you endured, those beatings that you endured last year, whether it was abuse, whether it was a sickness, whether it was death, whether it was anxiety or depression, whether it was suicidal thoughts, they got to come up off you today. I'm declaring it, I'm prophesying in the name of Jesus that it got to come up off you today. That pain that you felt, you got to turn that into something that helps you go up, not down. Something that allows you to move forward and not take you 10 steps back. You have to come up off that pain. It's not a whole time limit on it, but you can't sit there and soak in it. One thing I've learned from experience, if you soak in that pain, if you continue to let it cage you, if you continue to let it hold you and enclose its arms around you and have its hands around your neck, you will allow it to take you down and kill you. Not really physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and that's almost like killing me physically. You have to regain strength. You got to take back control over your mind. You got to take back control over your life, because whatever you went through last year that's coming over into this year, you can't allow it to take your whole year. Matter of fact, you can't even let it take your whole January. This is the renewal part. This is the renewal stage. You got to come up off that pain this year. And not that you're not going to go through any more affliction this year. Not that you're not going to go through some more trials and tribulations in this year. But you can't not let the past things that you've been through stop you or stop God from exalting you. He's ready for you to take your rightful place. He's ready for you to take that new job opportunity. He's ready for you to get into that new relationship, because he's about to send you somebody that's going to see you for you. He's going to send you somebody that loves you for you, and they're going to meet you where you at. This don't just go for friendship. This goes for friendships as well. If you had some friends who are backstabbers, if you had some friends that only wanted you because you know you were popping at the moment, he gonna send you some people that when you going through your lowest moments, when you going through your toughest moments, they gonna sit there with you. They gonna struggle with you. They gonna help you through it, because God is not just gonna send you to be an answer for somebody this year. He gonna send somebody to be an answer for you. We all need somebody. We all need something to help us to cope. Some of y'all draw to cope. Some of y'all exercise to cope. Some of y'all pray to cope. Some of y'all sing to cope. Some of y'all cut hair to cope. We all got these coping mechanisms. God sends us a purpose that helps us through the pain that we're going through. So if you don't have your purpose and you're not calling on God, then what are you choosing to cope with? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Is it sex? Is it anger? Is it strife? Is it more affliction? What is it? Is it irrational behavior? Is it robbing convenience stores? Is it murdering people? What is it? Is it shooting people, senseless acts of violence? What is it? Is it police brutality? What is it? Some of us are choosing the wrong paths. Some of us are choosing the wrong things to cope with. And it's you thinking that it helps the pain, but it only adds to it. It only fuels the fire. You can't keep on adding more and more pain and thinking that you're going to get up out of what you're trying to get up out of. It don't work. Hurting other people because you in pain, it don't work. Y'all are finding quick fixes, quick things to get rid of the pain. Quick things to get rid of the pain. And then you right back into reality when it wear off. When that drug wear off, you right back into reality. That's the one thing about reality. The funny thing about reality is it comes back. It comes back. It never leaves. You out of reality for what, that night? Because you just got so out of it. And it comes back. And then you're back to dealing with your problems again. Or you might be that person who likes to stay in it. Stay out of it. So that you don't truly get to feel what you're feeling. But I'm here to tell you, stop medicating yourself with stuff so that you won't be in reality, because you gotta feel it. You gotta truly feel it. You gotta hone in on the pain. Stop running from it. You've been running your whole life. We've been running our whole life, and today you gotta stop running. Stop running from them friendships. Stop running from them relationships. Stop running from them jobs. Stop running from things. Stop running from your family, because some of us, the reason why we are the way we are, or the reason why we say we are the way we are, is because of our family. Well, my mama like that, so that's why I'm like that. My daddy like that, that's why I'm like that. And yes, that might be the case. But you can't keep blaming them for the reasons why you keep getting into Struggle after struggle after struggle. Sometimes you got to come up off of that blame on others and start pointing the finger at you. Say, I'm the reason why I'm in the mess I'm in. Because of the decisions I made. Not because of how I was raised. I know fathers now. Oh, I didn't have a father. So that's why I don't take care of my son. I know fathers right now who didn't have a father and still take care of their son because they didn't want their son to go through the same thing they went through. Oh, well, I didn't have my mama, so I'm just not going to be a good mother. I know people who didn't have a mother and take care of their children because they didn't want to be like their mother. Some of y'all got to come up off of, I am the way I am because of how I was raised. And some of y'all got to say, because I was raised like that, I'm not going to be like that. Because my mama was an alcoholic, I'm not going to be no alcoholic. Because my daddy smoked and did heroin, I'm not going to do heroin. Because my family members gave their bodies up for money, I'm not going to do that. Because I got a lot of deadbeats in my family, I'm not going to be no deadbeat. Because I got a lot of lazy people in my family, no, I'm going to go out here and get this cheese. Because my parents didn't show me any emotion, I'm not going to be cold-hearted in society. Because my family members went to jail, that don't mean I'm going to go to jail. Because my parents were racist, that don't mean I have to be racist. You got to come up off that blame on other people because you chose your path. Once you came to realize what life was really about, you had the option to choose what you wanted to choose. When you find out what life was really about, you had the option to go another way. You just chose to stay in your current situation. You didn't never find closure from your pain. I know we all been through some stuff that we can't seem to shake. I feel you. I feel you, but you got to come up off that. You got to come up off that. That got to go. That devil that's been in your family for generation after generation, whether it was molestation, whether it was not loving me correctly, or you don't know how to love because they didn't love you correctly, whatever it is, poverty, whatever it is, living in the projects, whatever it is, it got to come up off you today. You are not defined by your environment. You are not defined by the things you've been through. You're defined by how you got up out there. You stronger than you think, I'm telling you. I know you are. Because you know why I know you are? Because God ain't finna put something on you that you can't bear. That you can't get out of. You're not the first person to be going through what you're going through. You got to find people that's been through what you've been through and they got out of it. They defeated the odds. They got out of it. You more than a basketball player. You more than a football player. You more than a track runner. You more than a Popeyes worker. You more than a Target worker. You more than a warehouse job. You more than that. That's not your purpose. You got to find out what that is and hone in on it. What makes you authentically you? And that's what's going to help you get rid of that pain. Because you're going to have a positive coping mechanism. Yeah, I went through what I went through, but I can overcome. Because I serve a God that overcame the world. That's all I needed. All I needed was to know that somebody that loves me through times I don't love myself, through times where I'm weak and he gives me strength. He's my defender. I don't got to defend myself from nobody out here. You don't need acceptance from nobody out here. You don't need confirmation from nobody. All you need to know is God already got your story written, and that's all you need. That's the only validation you need. Today you got to come up off of that pain and that turmoil you got to come up off of. Because you're going to have that your whole life. So you just got to learn now how to overcome it. I love you guys so much, and everything that we go through, every pain, every struggle, is just a testimony to help somebody else. That's it. Your purpose don't work for you. Your purpose is supposed to work for everyone around you. Don't let your pain turn you into this cold-hearted person that isn't willing to love again. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to love. I love you guys so much. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. And I thank everyone for viewing. I thank everyone for sharing. I thank everyone for liking. And I stand true to this. If this helps one person, I've done my job. Alright, you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And please share this video to at least one person. Alright, you guys. Have a great day.